Welcome in. Hyperactive BS sponsored Simon. Somebody's got the right idea. After multiple embarrassing performances by Simon, tonight is Simon's night. Happy Halloween, everybody. Let me welcome everybody who's here and or who is sponsored. Mike, welcome. Jaguar, Tarufai, Thermal Pollution, who I believe is on a plane right now. User Fifu, Sumyat, T-Set, Rowan, who is first, behind the 8-ball. Welcome in, everybody. Happy to have you here. We've got an exciting one because Hyperactive BS, who won last week, did in fact defer his prize to this week, which means $20 are on the line for this Halloween-esque tournament. I appreciate everybody spending their Halloween night with me when you could be watching movies or trick-or-treating or whatever it is that people do on Halloween. But kind of an exciting one, I think. I guess it's not more exciting than any others, but we brought back this color theme. The last one we did was all yellow. This time we have black palette versus orange palette. And we're going to see which color reigns supreme at the very end. You think we interact with people outside of this? That's the catch, right? I mean, it is getting cold. You have an excuse to stay inside these days. BP, welcome in. See, BP and Thermal Pollution, they both have the right sense here. They sponsor Richter, who is our most successful fighter all time if you check the stat sheet. Let's see if Richter's undefeated streak will remain alive today. Never lost a match in the history of SmashTourney. Sample set of 2 tournaments. The social event of the season. It is. It really is. My personal... If I were to actually be playing in this one, I honestly would probably go for Dark Samus because I feel like Dark Samus has a great color scheme, both black and orange. And I mean, how can you lose if you represent both colors? Fuck it, Loogie time. King of Spooky. It could be Loogie's day. It could be. Interestingly, I guess for the maps, I didn't change any item stake. I was originally going to do... Oh, I see Gigantic Pingu's here who's still streaming. Pingu, don't worry about it. Go as long as you want. I was enjoying the Kid Dracula. Hopefully you go all night. I'll raid you if you're still alive when I'm done. If you haven't followed Gigantic Pingu, even though I'm pretty sure most of you probably have, Gigantic Pingu, my #1 most featured co-host and one of my dearest friends and potentially most dutiful mods, is currently streaming. He streams a lot of variety. Usually very obscure games. So drop him a follow. I'll even shout him out. Why not, right? How do you even do this? Shout out. Shout out Gigantic Pingu. I'm gonna shout out Gigantic Pingu. Thank you for being here, Pingu. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was looking for some items to theme, change this up a little bit. But I couldn't really think of anything that was that spooky in terms of items. So I went with the standard items. We've got Smash Balls, assist, or not Smash Balls, just the Smash meter. We have assist trophies, Pokeballs, and Master Balls. They're all on low, like they normally are. But I did actually change it so that the subset of actual maps is only like 4 or 5. So we're gonna be on some like spookier stages, like Luigi's Mansion and Dracula's Castle, stuff like that. So we honestly won't see too much stage variety tonight, if that influences your sponsor one way or another. So keep that in mind. But I'll give you guys another 2 minutes. We'll give people time to jump in here, make their sponsorships before we actually kick things off with this special $20 tournament. I didn't see who user Fifu sponsored, but I bet it was Enderman. Let me look up and see if I'm right about that one. Yeah, yep. No surprise there. And Degaboo with the Enderman sponsor as well. fun. We've got, like, looking at the list of fighters here, I haven't even really talked about them that much other than, you know, Richter and Simon, but we've got, you know, Incineroar, who's not had much success. In fact, Incineroar may be winless right now in all of his showings. Zero Suit Samus has not made that many appearances in Smash. I think maybe 1 or 2 times early, but not recently. So Zero Suit Samus, kind of new. Let's see. Mewtwo, we haven't seen a ton of Mewtwo. Fox, we haven't seen a lot of Fox or Snake. So lots of wild cards, I would say, in this particular one. Whoever wins better defer, so that way you can say, don't you lecture me with your $30 tournament. I mean, anybody's welcome to defer. I'm probably going to keep the... I mean, I'll say you probably won't get much out of it. If you want to suggest some kind of theme, you can. Originally, I had it so that if you defer, you could pick the next theme, but I'm doing that on Saturdays now. So if you haven't been to the Saturday streams, I stream on Saturday afternoons with a rolling tournament where the winner gets to pick the next theme. There's not a prize. That is your prize. It's probably not quite as good as $20, but I wanted to do something on the weekends, see if I could get some more people in that don't always get to play during this late night period for the United States. But we're just trying that out for the moment. I gotta add commands. I gotta add the trigger fire commands. Oh, and exciting news, after this stream, this will be my 8th stream of the month, which means that I can officially apply for affiliate status after this stream. How many times can I say after this stream? After this stream. But yeah, very exciting stuff, and I appreciate everybody for helping me get there. Not sure, we're at about 10 minutes, so if you haven't yet, get your sponsorships in. Now's the time to do so. Thank you, Priyao, for dropping those socials. Much appreciated. Obviously, if you're not a part of the Discord's nice because I post the bracket there early. I did on Twitter today too because I thought, you know, it's kind of a big tournament, so we might as well see if anybody new comes along. But generally, I post the bracket beforehand in Discord. My site gets updated after every tournament with the stats, and you can of course follow along if you wish on the stats tab of my website. And I tweet out occasionally. I'm not that exciting of a social manager, to be completely honest. And it's very hard to stay up to date with making TikToks and whatnot because it takes a lot of time. But that being said, I think we have we've spent enough time here. I'm gonna close up sponsorships. I'm excited about this particular tournament, and without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Kind of a nice first matchup. No, Connor414, you missed it by just a second. I tell you what. Hey, I tell you what. Give me 1 second here. I feel bad about that one. I'll see if I can let you get your sponsor in real quick. Hold on. Let's do this. And then we'll kick things off. But Connor414 doesn't always get to be here from the get-go. So let me do this. Hang on, H-Kun. I'm gonna open up sponsorships for you guys. 1 second. Let's try this. All right. Why don't you guys try your commands again real quick? Connor and H-Kun. And then hopefully you guys can get those sponsors in, and then I'll close them up. There you go. Good timing, good timing. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? Now is the time to do so. Yeah, I know. Heartwarming show of mercy. It's Halloween. I'm giving everybody a treat. Let's give everybody the best chance to win $20 that they can. Have I considered doing these for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl? Actually, yes. I do actually hope to do them for that game, assuming that they have CPU versus CPU matchups, which they may not. But depending on how that's managed, I definitely will. I'd love to be able to do other games, for sure. All right, sponsorships closed, tournament started, and round 1 underway. First match is Snake versus Mega Man. Exclamation point 1 for Snake, exclamation point 2 for Mega Man. Or I say it every time, but exclamation point predict 1 for Snake, exclamation point predict 2 for Mega Man. We don't get to see a lot of Snake, so we have a bit of a small sample size for him. Mega Man's been in a few of the recent tournaments, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully they remember to put CPU versus CPU at launch this time. I never played the first one, so I don't have too much knowledge about how the first game went. I know it was a little bit controversial, and it kind of had a short lifespan, if I remember correctly, but it seems like there's a lot of hype for the new one, and I definitely am interested, and we get some fun...
Challengers approach!
Some fun stuff. Gigantic Pingu, welcome in everybody that comes along with Gigantic Pingu. I appreciate the raid. You did not have to end so soon, but good to have you here, and good timing. We're about to get started with this first match, so get those predictions in if you're just arriving. Predict 1 for Snake, predict 2 for Mega Man. Mega Man has done pretty good. It's true. We'll give Pingu a minute to submit his prediction, if he so chooses to do so. Wow, pretty even though, honestly. Pretty even split here. 57% for Snake, 43% for Mega Man. All right. I see Pingu's got the prediction in. He's pulling for Snake. Let's see if he's right. Let's see if everybody's right. Predictions closed. Match number 1 underway. Here we go. It's going to be our first sample to see whether the black palette or the orange palette is going to come out on top. And so far, they're playing off the stage. And of course, this is an interesting stage because it does wrap. And now you may be wondering, Ridley/SmashTourney, why is this considered a spooky stage? And I actually included this one specifically because the little water creature from Balloon Fight has killed so many people that it felt like a fitting one to put in there. But a nice legendary Pokemon for Mega Man, and actually, Snake throws Mega Man out, but the Pokemon ends up taking out Snake, so we're all tied up at 1 stock. We'll see if stage hazard damage plays a part here. And I'm realizing I may have forgotten to turn Stage Morph on, so we might actually be stuck on this stage. But we'll see. All right, Master Ball for Mega Man, and he gets Kyurem. This could be really bad for Snake. And it is! Wow, okay, a bit of an anticlimactic match, all things considered, but Mega Man walks away with an early win. Snake really just was playing poor positionally there. All right, so Mega Man with the win. Maybe a slight underdog pull there. More people thought Snake had it, but good news for Rowan, who's got the Mega Man sponsor. Who's got the Snake sponsor? Anybody have Snake? Yes, Mike has Snake as the sponsor, and unfortunately for Mike, Snake goes no further. But to start out, we've got actually a decent number of people, more than we've had in games past, who have it right to start out, so that's good news for everybody. Rowan and Clear first, obviously, for having the sponsor, and a lot of people right behind. So, we'll keep at it, shall we? Not much to say, other than onward and upward. All right, match number 2. We have Richter, our undefeated fighter, versus Fox. Fox, obviously, one of the classic melee fighters, one of the best all-time Smash fighters, but does he have what it takes against our home favorite of Richter? I'm not sure. It's a tall order for Fox to win this one, but at the same time, Mega Man just won. That's at least one orange palette win. Maybe we'll get a second one. Maybe black palette stands no chance today. Keep in mind with these predictions, I guess I don't know this for sure, but in reality, I'm pretty sure that I forgot to turn on Stage Morph because it was in an advanced setting, but I'm not 100% sure. So if it doesn't say, maybe predict with the understanding that Stage Morph doesn't apply tonight. We're gonna have a small subset of maps anyways, so maybe it's almost better that Stage Morph isn't on, but keep that in mind. looks like everybody's predictions are in. Good stuff. I'm going to close these up and get started with match number 2. Predict Stage Morph. Stage Morph is going to win. Stage Morph's going to take the whole thing. I really like this orange jacket on Fox. I think it's a good look. Oh, but we got a home field advantage for Richter. Dracula's Castle here. Let's see. I mean, so far, Fox has a good start. Definitely faster than Richter, but Richter packs a bigger punch. Well, he's missed all of these smash attacks. Really, wow, a nice move from Fox there to reflect some of the damage. I have a Alolan Exeggutor here to split the stage in half, and I don't think... Does Richter have the... He doesn't have the height to clear. Okay, he does. He does if he's on the platform, but he leaves the assist trophy behind. Richter can appear in the background? That's kind of cool. Maybe we'll see it happen. So, okay, assist trophy is there. Fox goes straight into it and does get Midna, and then in response, Richter has Crystal. So we've got 2 assist trophies, 1 for each fighter in play. We'll see who does more damage. Now, obviously, Midna's has a really strong throw, but Crystal's doing a lot of chip damage. Kid Dracula can oh, Kid Dracula can. Oh, where is Kid Dracula? I see, I missed the original message. Kid Dracula can be on the stage. Suicune doing some nice damage to Fox right there. And Meowth comes in and is doing a little bit of damage with Payday. Not too much. Okay, a nice hit from Fox there. Ooh, the up B from Fox actually used in an aggressive manner and takes out Richter. Could this be the end of Richter's reign? Fox with Final Smash, but loses it. Richter plays that so well. Wow. Okay, Richter gets Fennekin. There's another assist trophy. Richter's gonna get another item. It's Starfy. Starfy and Fennekin here to take out Fox. How much damage can they do? Starfy protecting one of the assist trophies. Is Fox gonna grab it? No, Starfy standing in front of it allows Richter to grab it, and he gets Rathalos! Oh god! The strongest assist trophy against every fighter. Now, facing up against Fox. Can Fox take out Richter before it's too late? Actually, Fox playing this positionally very well. Misses the final smash! Rathalos doing a lot of damage. Richter's got his final smash. Fox in triple-digit damage. Richter is in position for a win. Is he gonna use it? He does! He lands it! And unfortunately, that's game. Instant death on Fox's behalf, and Richter maintains the undefeated streak. All of the Pokeballs and assist trophies going his way. This might be Richter's game number 3, or tournament number 3 to win. But it's early. That being said, BP and Thermal Pollution, I believe, both sponsored Richter, and it's looking good for them to start. Did anybody get Fox? Nobody thought Fox was going to beat Richter, so nobody's out from that particular sponsor map. It was close for Fox. Maybe one of the better fights that we've seen put up against Richter, but a good start. And that, looking at perfect predictions, we only have 2? Only 2 people remain. Only Tarufai and T-Set remain with 2 of 2 predictions. So, is the 15 of 15 dream alive? Maybe, for 2 of them. Let's see if that streak continues. Otherwise, it's anybody's game at the moment. We continue on to match number 3. We've got Link versus Incineroar. Now, this is an interesting matchup. This may be, at least of these initial 8 matches, this might be the biggest, like, strong versus underdog kind of situation that we have here. Link has won, I think, 2 tournaments. At least 1, but he's gotten to the finals in multiple times. Incineroar, I don't think has even won a match yet. And yet, look at this. Look at the audience. Everybody's thinking that Incineroar has it. Everybody is hoping for the underdog. And now people are starting to switch a little bit here. But can Link do this? Can Link do this? We have 1 win for Black Palette, 1 win for Orange Palette. Who's going to skew the odds on this one? Lots of people. I'm honestly shocked that a lot of people are believing in Incineroar here. More than I would have thought. Can Link do it? Obviously, we saw the importance of items, though, in that last match. If Fox had just gotten a few of those assist trophies, the game could have gone the other way. Incineroar could do the exact same in this situation. But we won't know until we actually see the match, will we? So, predictions are closed. Match number 3 is underway. I'm kind of pulling for Incineroar. I kind of hope he's got it. We go to Luigi's Mansion. Classic map. I thought about putting every single map, setting this to the only map tonight, but I didn't. I added some variety. But so far, Incineroar definitely holding his own to start, and he's packing a big punch. The close quarters of this map actually may benefit Incineroar, given that he does a lot of damage in close quarters. Elects not to grab the Pokeball. Oh, now he does. And what's he got? Oh, he caught it again. We get Togedemaru, who actually hits Link. Link is taking so much damage, and Incineroar, oh no, Incineroar misses the actual side smash and loses a stock himself, but returns the damage right back. And now we're all tied up at 0% apiece. Abra pops in for Incineroar, is going to teleport to take Link off the map. Link has Final Smash, but a roll from Incineroar to dodge it. Incineroar's about to get his Final Smash. Wow. Okay, let's see what happens. Will Incineroar use it? He's doing a lot of damage to Link. He's got to get him within KO range here. He's close. Final Smash meter charging down. Oh, and Link drops. Oh no. Okay, so Incineroar misses the Final Smash, gets the assist trophy. It's Spring Man. This could do a lot. This is, and I mean it very literally, packs a big punch. Both of these guys hitting hard. All right, Pokeball in play. Oh, and that's it! Incineroar gets the first win of his SmashTourney career and knocks out one of the long-standing champions of SmashTourney. Okay, great news for Degapoo, who's got that sponsor moving forward. And unfortunately for T-Set, who had the Link sponsor, Link will go no further, but that doesn't mean that you're out. Of course, we still have a raffle tonight, even though it is a $20 grand prize. We still have a $5 raffle, so keep making those predictions, and we'll, of course, award out a little bit of a consolation prize at the end. But in the meantime, is anybody still perfect? No, because T-Set and Tarify both predicted Link on that one, so nobody's perfect anymore. Nobody will get 15 of 15. T-Set, is it forever your luck to have your sponsor knocked out in round 1? It seems that way, which is kind of sad because in reality it is a 50-50 chance if you think about it, if you sponsored randomly. But, all right. Good news for Incineroar. But on we go. Nobody has a perfect prediction. We'll see if how that'll pan out on the leaderboard at the very end. All right, match number 4. We've got Dark Samus versus Young Link. Now, Young Link, let me pull this up. You guys can also look with me if you want, but if you do ! website, you can get to my website, smashtourney.live. And if you do smashtourney.live/stats, you can kind of see what the stat sheet looks like for this. And looking at this, Young Link at the absolute bottom of the list here in terms of tournaments played. Well, actually, in his defense, is partially alphabetically because he's in poor company along with, before this, Incineroar, Luigi, and Olimar. Incineroar got his first win. Can Young Link get his first win? We'll have to find out shortly. I said it at the beginning, I really like the Dark Samus orange and black. I feel like if anybody was going to bring this tournament together, it's going to be Dark Samus. I like the dual color scheme. It would be very fitting if the winner was actually an orange and black palette instead of one or the other. But it has been enough time. A minute has passed. If anybody wants to change your prediction, do it now, or forever hold your peace. All right, we got some last-minute predictions in there. I'm going to close them up. Match number 4 underway. Left side of the bracket, about to be determined. We've got Dark Samus versus Young Link.
3, 2, 1.
Ends Castle. Nice Pokemon map. A little bit creepy. We've got a lot of stage hazard damage potential in this one. So we'll see if that plays into the outcome at all. Ooh, a nice almost spike from Young Link there, but it wasn't enough to actually take out Dark Samus. But Dark Samus using the range advantage to do a little bit of chip chip damage here. Wow, they're playing off the edge as they always like to do, not going for the assist trophy. Actually, Young Link lets Dark Samus get the assist trophy. We've got Zekrom in the background, and we've got Fatal Frame here to do some potential freezing in the air. And Young Link is stunned. Dark Samus doesn't really take advantage of it, unless she does? No, she doesn't. Young Link really can't move, and yet Dark Samus not doing anything to press the advantage here. And here we go. Our champion from Saturday, Tiki, is back. How much damage is this gonna do? Young Link instantly dies, but Tiki stays around for a long time. There is a Master Ball in play. Is Dark Samus hits the ult, Tiki doing damage, and Young Link couldn't do anything. What a good combo there. That was almost like a triple finish tier ending for Dark Samus, and Dark Samus walks away with that win, and Young Link, unfortunately, nothing going his way. A bit of a fast ending on that one. We got Connor 414 with the Dark Samus sponsor, and Samyat with the Dark Samus sponsor. So, 2 wins there. Do we have anybody with Young Link? Did anybody believe? No one believed in Young Link. So, good news for those of you who sponsored, but on we move. And looking at the leaderboard so far, pretty good stuff. Everybody's within a few points of each other, but Rowan and H-Kun out there on top. This is very reminiscent of a recent tournament, isn't it? Let's see if it stays that way. All right, on to match number 5, right side of the bracket. We start things off with the Dark Samus counterpart. We've got Samus and Luigi. Orange Luigi. Also worth noting, maybe there's a pattern. I don't know. I don't know what the Switch is doing, but first match, orange one. Second match, black one. Third match, orange one. Fourth match, black one. So, who wins in this one? History maybe would suggest Luigi, if there's a pattern. Is there a pattern? Will Luigi get it? I'm not sure. Samus maybe has a bit of a damage advantage over Luigi, but you never know. Items can change things up. Samus versus Dark Samus at the end. There's a potential for a lot of matchups, right? We could see Simon versus Richter in the finals. We could see Samus versus Dark Samus. We could have had Link versus Young Link, but both of them dropped out immediately, so we won't see that. But we have some franchise matchups that are potentially in the works here. Will we have a Goth, Pumpkin, or mixed finale? That's a great question. Who knows? Fefe, Fifu, Taru. All right. I'm going to close up these predictions, and match number 5 underway. So far, we're cruising through it. Some crazy matches. Let's see if that carries forward into this one. Oh, a good map for Samus. True home field advantage here. But as I said in the beginning, Samus definitely has the range advantage over Luigi. But look at this. Luigi caught her in a good spot. Gets a bit of damage to start things off. All right. Let's see. All right, lots of damage being done now. There is a Pokeball in play on the right side of the map. Obviously, we're going to get some stage hazard damage here. And of course, the stage rotates, which is going to make it very precarious for these two. Maybe this benefits Luigi, who may do slightly better in close combat. So far, items have not had much of an impact on this one, and they're pretty even. Nice down spike from Samus there. Oh, assist trophy. Who's going to grab it? Samus grabs it. Can Samus recover? Yes. But can she get the assist trophy out? Maybe. But Luigi playing this so well. She drops the assist trophy. No item help for Samus. A nice throw from Luigi, playing this really smart. Ooh, but the stage is rotating. They gotta be careful here. There's no surface area at all. Oh, Samus gets up top. I don't think Luigi can get up top. He can't! He cannot get up! He's stuck on the bottom, and Samus decides to come join Luigi. Maybe risky. They're playing on, like, not enough space for the two of them. A nice spike from Samus, and that's enough! Oh god, Luigi dies, but now Luigi's up top. Can Samus get back up? Luigi, no, he's falling! He's falling! Okay, he decides to try to take out Samus. Samus uses her recovery, is able to actually grab a ledge. Now sitting up top, has to come down. Stage rotating again. Oh God. All right, Luigi. Honestly, Luigi hasn't taken too much damage since losing in the first stock. Samus may have saved Luigi there. They both have their fun. No, Luigi! He doesn't hit the ground. He doesn't hit the ground after using his up B, and even though he had his final smash, Samus takes the win. Luigi. Oh, that was so sad. Unfortunately, Luigi's got a horrible map roll. No recovery to be able to maneuver around that one, and Samus walks away with that one. Holy cow, okay. Great news for Behind the 8 Ball, who had the Samus sponsorship. I don't know if anybody else did. And I believe, anyways, that Priao had Luigi, and unfortunately, that was not Luigi's map to win. And Samus was a slight underdog on that one. But we move forward with BP, Connor, Developer Rowan, and H-Kun all tied for first place, and second place is right behind them. Let's see if that holds. It's a very, very close tournament so far. On to match number 6, we have Simon versus Corin. Now, Simon, as longtime viewers of SmashTourney will know, Simon has had a few blunders in his performances as of late. 2 stocked in both, and it may be fitting that we go back to the balloon fight stage. I don't know that we will, but if we do, that was where Simon's first horrible performance was, where he got eaten by the water monster 2 times in a row. Let's see if that happens again. Or maybe he'll get lucky. Maybe we'll go to Castle Dracula. Maybe Simon will channel some kind of energy. Maybe Simon feels that underdog pull. He knows the audience is rooting for him in a 2-to-1 ratio. But Corin just won a tournament not that long ago. Corin is a proven fighter. British Petroleum in first place, as always. Well, let's see if that holds into this one. I mean, a 4-way tie for first. Anything can happen, right? Predictions closed. Match starts now. Can Simon do it? Many people want Simon to win. Does he have what it takes? Okay, he doesn't get sent to balloon fight, so that's at least a pro for him. There's a lot of stage hazard damage on this map, though, I will say. Ooh, nice damage early from Simon. Nice combo. Okay, Corin's got to be careful. Wow, taking a lot of damage early. And, okay, now there's a bit of separation here. All right, wow, Simon off to a really strong start. He's here to defend himself. You know, he has to clear his bad name. Corin really not doing anything right now. But can she bring it back? No items have been in play yet, and we get some stage hazard damage. Corin at 100% to Simon's 25. And she's taking damage to the stage. No items still. Okay, there is a Pokeball in play. Simon is stuck. Simon is literally stuck, and he gets kicked out. Oh, okay, it froze for a moment. We got a Kyurem? Is that? Yeah, Kyurem pops out from that Master Ball. I thought it was a regular Pokeball, but Kyurem is there. Does a little bit of damage, not too much, but Corin has definitely dished it back. Corin's about to get her final smash. Will she have it before she dies? She's gonna get this. No, she's not gonna get the assist trophy. She jumps over it, stuns Simon for a moment. Oh, she's so close to the assist trophy. She does grab it. She gets Black Knight. Simon is in trouble. Simon almost loses off the edge there, but does recover. He's got to be really careful. Black Knight, one of the hardest hitters. 35 damage, not including the knockback that's going to happen here. And that's enough to get the elim. So Corin, with the first stock advantage, has her final smash. Is she going to be able to use it in time? Simon grabs Mother Brain from the assist trophy. Corin not using her final smash. She's got to use it. It's almost gone. It's almost gone. Mother Brain doing a lot of damage. It's enough to distract her. She can't use her final smash. This is Simon's chance to come back. 274% for Corin. 280%. She's still alive. Beware from a Pokeball. Corin got Beware. Simon's got to be careful. He's out, and Corin lives with 287% with the 2 stock. Simon can't do anything. Holy shit! Corrin with the win. Well, can't say we didn't see it coming, but wow, what a blunder from Simon. So many opportunities to get a KO. Started so strong, 100% to 25, and yet Corrin almost reaches 300%. Still alive, never loses a stock, and gives Tarufai a leap into first place alongside Connor414 here with the great prediction. So, let's see if the leaderboard continues to differentiate as we head on to match number 7. This one, Mewtwo versus Zero Suit Samus. Now, Mewtwo was actually considered for both colors because Mewtwo has orange palette as well, but we gave him the darker palette because I don't think we've seen it yet. So, and we also haven't seen much of Zero Suit Samus, so not a huge sample set to determine how this one is going to go. But the nice thing is neither of these fighters have really seen too much success in SmashTourney. Now, one of them's going to make it into the quarterfinals. Who's it going to be? Lots of people thinking Mewtwo to start things off. I did call out before we got to the right half of the bracket that it was patterning orange, black, orange, black. We just had black, orange. Will it be Mewtwo? If the maybe we've got a little bit of a reverse pattern here. Maybe we're gonna see Mewtwo pull out a win and then Ryu. Maybe. But before we get to the Ryu and Steve matchup, we've got Mewtwo versus Zero Suit Samus. Degaboo did predict 12, which is not actually valid in here. I don't know why my bot did not correct that. I got to make sure that that gets caught in the future. There you go. Thank you, Rowan, for calling that out. I'm glad that Degaboo was able to change there. I see we've only got 11. If you haven't predicted yet, now is the time to do so. Remember, every prediction does get you an entry into the raffle, so keep making predictions, and it's still anybody's game. I mean, anybody really, realistically, still has a chance here. So make sure to make those predictions if you haven't already. All right, I've given you guys a lot of time. So with that being said, match number 7 predictions closed and match is underway. Lots of people think Mewtwo's got it. Now, Mewtwo does pack a pretty big punch. Zero Suit Samus, pretty elusive though, pretty agile. I wouldn't necessarily say that she has the range advantage, but she's got a great grab. So we could see some impact here. We finally get into this WarioWare stage. Actually, I don't think this is this WarioWare? I don't think this is WarioWare. It's called like the Gamer or something. I don't know. Some odd name. But to start out, Samus doing a bit of damage. This is a bit of a spooky map though. Mewtwo almost gets caught in the stage hazard there. Would have been stunned. But it's pretty even so far. Zero Suit Samus gets Burrowing Snagret from Pikmin, the Pikmin enemy as we like to call it here. Mewtwo's taking a lot of damage. The assist trophy definitely coming in clutch here for Zero Suit Samus. Mewtwo does manage to dodge that time though. It's still around though. It's still doing damage, and it's enough to take out Mewtwo on its first stock. Zero Suit Samus grabs the Pokeball, gets Ditto, and now we have 2 Zero Suit Samus against 1 Mewtwo. And Mewtwo's just taking hit after hit. He's not able to do any damage back to Zero Suit Samus. Not looking good for him to start. Maybe needs an item. A nice stun from Zero Suit Samus's Ditto there. He does have Final Smash. Is he going to use it? He does, and he gets both. But it's not enough damage. He doesn't have enough damage on either of them for that to KO. There's an assist trophy that's available to be grabbed. Neither of them are going for it, though. Mewtwo maybe waiting to try to get a KO. Zero Suit Samus about to get her Final Smash. Okay, Zero Suit Samus. Oh, there was 2 assist trophies on top of each other. She's got Zero and Knuckles. This could be it for Mewtwo. This is a lot. This is a lot to fight against. Zero Suit Samus about to get her Final Smash. She's got everything. And it's not even needed. The assist trophies, I think, ended up taking that one out. Or maybe when she jumped to do her smash, it took out Mewtwo. In any case, not a good game for Mewtwo on that one. Zero Suit Samus, the underdog, actually pulls out a win. And unfortunately for Jaguar, who sponsors Mewtwo, and Gigantic Pingu, who sponsors Mewtwo, he will go no further. Did anybody get Zero Suit Samus? No. So this is maybe Zero Suit Samus' time to shine. It is all Samus all the time. That's true. Not only do we have Dark Samus and regular Samus, we also have Zero Suit Samus. We could see Dark Samus, or actually we could see in a semifinal matchup, we could see Samus versus Zero Suit Samus, and then in the grand finals, we could see Dark Samus versus Samus or Zero Suit Samus. maybe this is what it's all about. Maybe it's Samus's night. I guess in reality, when you have every version of Samus present, the odds are pretty good that they're going to advance. But look at this. We were back to a 4-way tie in first place. Behind the 8-ball with the Samus sponsor, Connor with the Dark Samus sponsor, Rowan with the Mega Man sponsor, and Tarify with the Corrin sponsor. Everybody's sitting right up there. And look at this, though. We've got 4 people 1 point behind. T-Set, BP, Dega, H-Kun, right in there. It's anybody's game, absolutely, still at this point. But let's see how the round of 16 closes up, shall we? This is maybe a fun one. We've got Enderman versus, well, technically Steve. Steve Enderman versus Ryu. Enderman, a fan favorite. You gotta vote for Enderman. Everybody wants Enderman to get there. Steve is pretty good. Steve is pretty good. One of the late additions to Smash. You could make an argument that the CPU knows how to play against everybody else better than the fighters know how to play against Steve. But maybe that's a bit of a tinfoil hat conspiracy. All right, Tarify finally in there. Gonna throw a vote for the underdog. Everybody else believing in Enderman. Exclamation point predict 15 for Steve, 16 for Ryu. Behind the 8-ball joins this underdog train. Will this pay off? I mean, clearly behind the 8-ball in first place. This could potentially be what puts behind the 8-ball in first. Tarify also in first. So this could really differentiate the leaderboard going into the second round. All right, we got 10 votes in. We've had 14 at some point, so if you haven't made your predictions, now's the time to do so. Make sure to get them in. Looks like perhaps the Dota crowd has not made their predictions. I'll give you guys a couple seconds in case you're listening in and want to do it. But I won't give you too long. But I'm giving everybody a little bit of leeway tonight because it is Halloween. Everybody deserves a little treat. Hyperactive BS gets that predicted. I don't know if Fifu or Sumiat, if either of you want to get your predictions in, now is the time to do so. But I have given you guys quite a bit of time. So actually, with that being said, predictions are closed. Match number 8. We're about halfway through. This will mark the halfway point. Who's got this?
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so starting off, we're back at the Mega Man map. Steve Enderman doing a bit of damage early. Nice damage returned from Ryu there. Enderman has spent no time farming resources, though. That could potentially hurt him in the long run. There's a Pokeball in play up top. Nice piston move from Enderman there. Ooh, Ryu only able to just barely recover. Enderman misses the Magma Block. Ooh, gotta be careful here. Can Ryu recover? Yes. Just barely. All right, there's another Pokeball in play. Neither of them really going for items. Oh my god, we've got Giratina! This is the first time we've ever seen Giratina in SmashTourney, that is. And is that enough to carry Enderman off? It is! Giratina! Wow! Great Pokeball effectiveness. One of the rarest Pokemon you can get from a Pokeball. And gets the Elim on Steve there. Lots of ground to make up, although Ryu is almost at triple-digit damage. Ooh, and we've got Marshadow, that's another first for us. We've never seen Marshadow. But another great grab for Ryu. So Ryu is tapped into this rare energy. Oh, but that's enough to take Ryu out. Stage hazard damage doing a lot to Enderman there. Marshadow's still sticking around. But no damage from Andros on that go about. Pokeball falls into Ryu's lap. Ryu's got Final Smash. Steve has Final Smash. Alolan Vulpix in play for Ryu. But Enderman gets the Final Smash off. Is it enough? Is it enough? It is! Oh, man! Oh, I was waiting with bated breath for that one. But Enderman pulls off a really big comeback despite being up against Giratina and Marshadow, but gets the Elim with a great Final Smash, I might add. Probably, honestly, if Ryu had any less percent on that one, I don't think that he would have been able to get the KO. But Enderman, with that win, which is great news, Tarify and Developer Rowan now tied for first going into round 2. But if we honestly looking at this, it's only a 4-point differential, and this is halfway through the tournament. There is very easy ground to make up here for anybody. It's anybody's game. And I will say, through this bracket, 4 orange, 4 black. So it's about as good as you could hope for, right? But without further ado, we move on. Now, sponsor wins are worth 4 points. We're gonna see some people really make their impact on the leaderboard. Starting out with our first quarterfinal match, we have Mega Man versus Richter. Richter obviously has a lot on the line. Richter has never lost. And he looked pretty strong in his matchup against Fox, although a lot of that was due to items. Can he do the same thing against Mega Man? But of course, we have another black versus orange matchup in the quarterfinals. And actually, we're going to have black versus orange all the way through the quarterfinals. That's how it played out. So, very interesting. Maybe we'll have black versus orange in the finals too. Looking pretty split though. Honestly, more people have Mega Man than I maybe would have thought. Maybe, I mean, I guess you have to play the underdog sometimes, but you know, a lot is at stake for Richter. Did you guys get that? Do you guys get the joke? Because he hunts vampires? Get it? Like steak? Like, it's Halloween. All right. Predictions closed. Quarterfinals match number 1. Here we go. I love this Mega Man skin. What a cool palette. What a cool color scheme. Oh, but a very, very dangerous map for both. Now, of course, Richter's counterpart, Simon. This is not his map. But, ooh, a nice combo from Richter to start things off. Mega Man dishing it right back, though. Nice up combo there. Assist trophy, is Richter going to go for it? Not necessarily, but does a nice uppercut on Mega Man. Got to be careful in this stage. It does wrap, but only to an extent. Got to be really careful here. Nice damage from Mega Man. Actually pushes Richter into the assist trophy, who does grab it. Oh, and we've got Girahim, which elims Mega Man right away. So not great. There's a Master Ball on the ground, which, oh my god, Richter gets Moltres. Is it going to be enough to do anything to, actually, that was maybe the least effective Pokemon of all time. Mega Man, no! Oh, he was being eaten under the water. Girahim still doing a lot, but actually finally disappears. Mega Man has so much ground to recover here. Oh, but Richter with the 2-stuck. Mega Man almost had Final Smash, but it wasn't enough. And Richter's undefeated streak stays alive. Wow, again, Richter with incredible item usage, just so much luck. But Richter with the win, and that puts BP in first. Thermopollution kicking himself because he's flying and unable to make predictions, but of course that's going to be the one time where his sponsor wins it all. You pictured me climbing up on the desk to say that close to the mic. It's effectively what happened. But good news for BP. In first place, though T-Set not far behind, considering Link went out right away. You know, 7 of 9. Just like on Saturday, T-Set's predictions looking pretty good for today. All right, on to quarterfinal, match number 2. Match number 10 overall. We have another orange palette versus black palette. We've got Incineroar versus Dark Samus. Now, we mentioned when this happened in the right side of the bracket. Can Dark Samus make it to the end to either face Samus or Zero Suit Samus? Maybe that would be kind of fun. The Samuses get as far as possible. But Incineroar just came off of his first win. And I would say even in a pretty convincing fashion against Link, all things considered. Can he keep that momentum going? Audience seems pretty split. I think that's pretty fair. Dark Samus is definitely more of a common appearance on SmashTourney than Incineroar was. This is Incineroar's, I guess, 3rd tournament ever. How many does Dark Samus have? Let's take a peek at my website's stats. Dark Samus has appeared in 5 tournaments, has won 5 matches, 10 total matches played. So, Let's see. Can Dark Samus get a win under her belt? Let's find out. Predictions closed. Match number 10. Quarterfinal match number 2. Here we go. Maybe we'll get Samus home field advantage again.
3, 2, 1, go!
Not quite. Maybe a bit of a home field advantage for Incineroar. Although, wrong generation, but that's okay. So far, pretty even to start off. Both doing a lot of damage to each other. Both hitting pretty significantly. Ooh, great combo from Incineroar there. Oh, again? That's enough! Incineroar! Wow, what a great move. Pokeball in play. Is Samus gonna grab it? No, look at this combo! Incineroar just cannot stop bodying Dark Samus. Snorlax manages to hurt Dark Samus on the way up. That never happens. And now Zekrom in the back, about to do some stage hazard damage potentially. Is anybody gonna be affected by it? Let's find out. Dark Samus, a lot of ground to make up. Incineroar grabs the assist trophy. It's Sukapon. But, oh, it's not enough. It's not enough for Dark Samus to get the elimination. Dark Samus has final smash. Incineroar about to get his final smash. But, oh, it's not enough. Dark Samus just can't do, what? What? I don't even know what happened. How did Dark Samus die? Sukapon did enough. Sukapon gives Incineroar a 2-stock. And Dark Samus will go no further. Somehow, miraculously, Incineroar pulls off a stunning victory. I am speechless. Suck upon D's nuts. Alright, Incineroar with that win. That puts H-Kun in first place. And I don't know. It's going to be hard. I mean, BP and Dega are close behind. Actually, of course, Dega also with the Incineroar sponsor. Good news for both of them. And unfortunately for Connor, Dark Samus goes no further, and for Samyad as well. But that is not the end of things. It's still anybody's game. We've got 4 matches left, and anything can happen in those 4 matches. Okie dokie. Match number 11. Third match of the quarterfinals. We have Samus versus Corrin. We will not end up seeing Dark Samus versus Samus in the end, as was maybe prophesized before. We could see Samus versus Zero Suit Samus in the semifinals, though. But that would take a Samus win on this one, which the I guess the audience does not believe. But it's really hard to bet against Corrin. I mean, Corrin had one of the most dominant performances, coming off of 300% damage almost without being KO'd. Samus is going to have to perform significantly better than Simon did if she's going to want this win. And I will also mention, for the semifinals of the left side of the bracket, we are going to have Black Palette versus Orange Palette again in Richter versus Incineroar, so that's worth noting. Let's see if we have a similar matchup in the semifinals for the right side of the bracket. We've got Samus versus Corrin. Get those predictions in if you haven't already. Now is the time to do so. Only 4 matches away from crowning a winner and from rolling a consolation prize. All right, predictions closed. Match number 11 underway. Let's see who's got it. Samus, the definite underdog in this one.
3, 2, 1, go!
Headed to Luigi's Mansion. And so far, Samus with all the early damage. Corrin finally lands a hit, but Samus off to the stronger start, that's for sure. Oh, but can Samus recover? Barely. That was very risky. Samus definitely seems to live off the edge quite a lot. Pokeball in play. Who's going to grab it? Samus is going to get it. It is Chespin. Not one of the more effective Pokemon. It has a bit of a Seed Bomb, but is it enough? Nice combo. A spike from Samus. Corrin getting completely bodied. Very reminiscent of last match. Almost exactly. 25 to 100%, just like last time. Can Corrin make a similar comeback? There's a Pokemon in play. Corrin does grab it. Is this what it takes? Snivy. So not too dissimilar from Chespin, although this Razor Leaf doing a lot of damage to Samus, but not quite enough to spike! Samus with the spike. So no 2-stock from Corrin, but wow, what an impressive play from Samus there. Samus in triple digits though, has to stay alive. Oh, gets Pyukumuku and throws it at Corrin even. Corrin about to get her final smash. Is she gonna use it before Samus loses her first stock? Let's find out. Has to be really careful because Samus is about to get her final smash. This could be a 2-stock from Samus if Corrin doesn't play this right. Final smash meter charging down for Corrin. Use it or lose it. Assist trophy for Samus. It's 0. Corrin is not going to use the final smash before it ticks down. Samus has a final smash. 0. Out doing combo damage. Is Samus going to use the final smash? Is it too late to sponsor? It is too late to sponsor, but you can still predict and win money. Samus with the 2-stock. Wow. Corrin, after one of the most dominant performances, or maybe not necessarily dominant, but one of the, one of the strongest performances, I should say at least, from Corrin, followed up with a 2-stock from Samus. Wow. And Samus, the underdog, pulls through on that one. Let's see how that sets up the leaderboard, shall we? Behind the 8 ball in first place, tied with H-Kun, both with 6 of 11. Their sponsors both still in it, but BP and Dega very close behind. And let's see how that continues to play out. It's anybody's game, at least of those 4. And we'll see if the Enderman versus Zero Suit Samus matchup changes anything. Nemo, don't forget though, you can still make predictions and get entered into the raffle. You definitely could still win $5. You never know. So it's still worth predicting. This one, it's predict 14 for Zero Suit Samus, predict 15 for Enderman. And I will also mention, in case you didn't know, Nemo, if you do !point Discord, you can join the Discord and be notified when I go live. And I do put the sponsorships open on Tuesday morning. So if you ever have like a moment, you can always sponsor early. So in case you miss the beginning of the stream, your sponsor could still be in it, and you could still win if you join late. So it might be worth doing that in the future. Just a thought, or a suggestion, perhaps. But this one, very exciting matchup. Steve had a huge comeback in this last match against Ryu. Ryu had all the items, all the Pokeballs, everything was going his way, and yet Steve with a well-placed final smash closed that one out. Can Zero Suit Samus have a similar game against Mewtwo? I mean, Zero Suit Samus 2-stocks Mewtwo. So she's obviously a strong competitor, and we could get the Zero Suit Samus versus Samus matchup. Just a demand. It is a demand. It's true. I need everybody to join my Discord or else, even though it's really not that active of a Discord. It's mostly there just to give people information about upcoming tournaments. But enough about me. Match number 12, quarterfinals. Last match of the quarterfinals even. We have Zero Suit Samus versus Enderman. Steve.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, but we've got the Zero Suit Samus home map. Who's got the better recovery? Honestly, I think each of these fighters probably have a chance to recover despite the stage rotating. So we'll see what happens here. So far, Enderman off to a strong start. Decides to use the Elytra early. Not really super effective, but Zero Suit Samus just can't catch up. Although perfect blocking returns a bit of damage. You heard a Pokeball drop on the right side of the map, and so far, Zero Suit Samus, not a good start for her. Enderman mines a few resources there. Pokeball in play. Who's going to grab it? Ooh, it actually disappears as part of the stage rotation. But Enderman gets it. It's Keldeo. Keldeo, a really strong Pokemon. And that's enough to take out Zero Suit Samus' first stock. Wow, the mythical Pokemon Keldeo comes through with one swipe, and that's enough. Zero Suit Samus has so much ground to recover, and Keldeo's still here. Still here being a nuisance. And here we go, Enderman just crafting. Zero Suit Samus electing not to do too much, although she is about to get her final smash. This map is just so crazy for positioning. It's so hard. They're just jumping up and down. Enderman doesn't know what to do right now. Enderman doesn't know what to do. Biding its time on the bottom. Zero Suit Samus jumping back and forth. They don't know what to do. They're at a standstill. There's a Pokeball, drops right next to the crafting table for Steve. Steve is trying so hard to get back up there. He cannot get on solid ground. There's no platform for him. Zero Suit Samus doesn't know what to do. Gets a Fennekin, finally. But still jumping around. Map's about to rotate, thank God. Rotating back to a sense of normalcy here. Another Pokeball in play. TNT block place for Enderman. This could be bad for Zero Suit Samus if she gets too close. Or Enderman hurts himself on that one. Zero Suit Samus, where are you going? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Zero Suit Samus just gave up, I guess. Enderman with the 2-stock. All right. And unfortunately, the orange versus black palette matchup is not going to happen, at least not in the second semifinal match. Steve with a pretty convincing win, all things considered. Zero Suit Samus looked pretty pathetic there. But looking how things are shaping up right now, behind the 8-ball and H-Kun still tied for first. BP right behind, and Dagobah also not too far behind. Also, of course, worth calling out again, best performing predictor is T-Set. 2 tournaments in a row. All you gotta do, T-Set, is sponsor the right fighter, and you're gonna win one of these days. But on to the semifinals we go.
Semifinals.
Okay, semifinal match number 1. We have Richter versus Incineroar. Incineroar coming off of 2 dominant performances versus Richter, the undefeated fighter of SmashTourney. Is it really the underdog, or perhaps under Cat in this case, versus an undefeated person? I mean, who's got it? Who's got it? Who do we want to win? Do we want Richter to maintain this prestige? Or do we want the underdog to win? Lots of people voting with their heads. They're saying Richter's got it. Richter has looked strong in every match he's ever been in. Has some of the best item IQ, I guess. Knows when to grab them. Knows when to use them. Gets pretty lucky with those spawns too. This could be anybody's game. It always is. But this one in particular is definitely one to watch. And of course, we have BP with the Richter sponsor. BP's currently in 3rd place. This would put BP solidly in 1st with the win here. But H-Kun currently in 1st, and Dagobah currently in 4th, both of the Incineroar sponsors. You never know. This is definitely going to impact who wins the money at the end. Priya changes her mind. Let's see if it was smart to do so. All right. Predictions closed. Match begins. And we kick off these semifinals. Here we go. Does Richter have what it takes? Does Incineroar have what it takes? And we get the Richter home field advantage once again. Richter has been pretty lucky with that so far. Nice hit early. But they're both heavy hitters. And Incineroar, we may see some good wrestling combos. But no, look at this. Richter just throwing Incineroar off the map. Oh, a well-placed block. A counter from Incineroar. Ooh, but they're missing each other. A lot of jump misses. Can Incineroar dealing all that damage right back to Richter. But a nice side smash from Richter. Now sitting at a comfortable advantage. Oh my god, the assist trophy. We got Burrowing Snagret again. And that's enough to take out Incineroar's first stock. Again, Richter with these items. It's just unstoppable. Incineroar hits him into the assist trophy. And now there's 3 enemies against Incineroar. Incineroar has so much ground to recover. He's got Final Smash, though. Can he take out Richter now? He needs it. And, of course, Richter gets Swirlix. There's so much happening. There's so much happening on the map right now. Incineroar is losing the Final Smash meter. Is he going to use it? He does. He lands it. Is this enough? Incineroar with the wrestling moves. And that sends Richter straight up into the kill box. There's a Pokeball in play. Is Richter going to grab it? He is. He has Final Smash. But the up smash. Blossom not needed. Final Smash not needed. Richter, once again, finds himself in the finals. So unfortunately for Incineroar, he couldn't do it. He couldn't pull off the upset that everybody wanted. BP now comfortably in 1st place. It's all going to come down to who wins the semifinal matchup. Who's going to challenge BP for 1st place? Or will BP walk away with this win? Let's find out. Well, I opened the predictions, but you can make the predictions now. But we've got semifinal number 2, Samus versus Steve. Is Richter? Is Richter? Yes. Richter? I barely know her. All right, so far, let's recap these 2 matches, shall we? Samus just 2-stocked Corrin in an extremely dominant performance. Steve just 2-stocked Zero-Suit Samus. So we have 2 2-stock fighters now head-to-head in the semifinals, vying for a spot against Richter. And it's worth noting, too, that with Incineroar's loss, we only have 3 Black Palette fighters that remain. We have Richter's Black Palette, Samus Black Palette, and Steve Black Palette. So, unfortunately, we won't get the mixed matchup at the end, but that's okay. We clearly have shown that the Black Palette is superior, at least today. It's pretty spooktacular. I like to think so. We've got $20 on the line. A little bit of a treat. But let's figure out who's going to face off against Richter. Somebody's going to have to try to end that undefeated streak. Will it be Samus or will it be Steve? Predictions closed. Match underway. Ooh, gamer stage. Alright, so Samus definitely has the range advantage over Steve Enderman, Minecraft. Oh, Samus gets stunned! Takes a lot of stage damage. Not where you want to be. Not where you want to be. And now Enderman dishing it right back. In fact, has a slight advantage. Wow, okay, now Enderman dealing a lot of damage. Samus is the one to get the assist trophy. It's Isaac with push. Or move, I'm sorry, it's move. Is it enough to take out Enderman? Not quite, but wow, Enderman has to be really careful. There it is, move. Wow, okay, I don't even know what to say. Enderman has to be so careful, is barely able to recover every time, but is able to actually outlive the Isaac damage. And Zero-Suit Samus with Rathalos. This is not good news for Steve. We see Rathalos for the 2nd time in the tournament. One of the strongest, if not the strongest assist trophies. A boss in Ultimate. But is able to recover with the Elytra there. There is an assist trophy in play. Can Steve get to it? No, Rathalos doing so much edge guarding right now. He can't recover. But Samus saves him with the up B. Rathalos flies away, and somehow Enderman is still alive, has Final Smash. Samus gets the assist trophy. It's Guile. Steve just has to play this positionally very well, and he does. He gets the Final Smash. And this is going to be a KO for Steve. Somehow, Steve alive with 163%. A bit of a comeback. Stays alive. Oh, and there we go. It's all even up at 1 stock piece, 0%.
That was nothing.
But Mimikyu in play. Of course, Mimikyu not wholly effective unless you're at 100% or more. Steve could do some damage, though, while Samus is inside of Mimikyu. It's not too much. Mimikyu takes a leave of absence there. Another Pokeball in play, though, if somebody wants it. Steve elects not to grab it for some reason. Will Samus get it? No. Oh, Steve jumping into it. He sees it. He's thinking about it. He's mining. He's crafting. He's Minecrafting even, maybe. Perhaps, also. Pokeball there. Still there. Nobody's grabbing it. Samus not grabbing it. Steve not grabbing it. Waluigi for Samus. Steve's got to be careful. It's a 2v1 now. Oh, a spike from Waluigi. Waluigi falls off the map. This is very close. Oh, an up smash from Steve. Samus has Final Smash. She's got it back after Enderman took it away with his Final Smash. Oh, Waluigi gets the KO. And Samus uses the Final Smash and gets Soul Galio at the very end, but it was just too much. Steve just couldn't get the items. Can Samus do it? It's behind the 8 ball versus BP for all the money. Let's see who's got it. Can Richter do it? Richter's undefeated. Was BP right? Was it an easy sponsor? Was it a given? Was it a given? Or can Samus finally pull off the upset and end this reign of terror of Richter? Let's find out. Worth also noting, behind the 8-ball, 9 of 14 correct. T-set, 9 of 14 correct. These are extremely impressive prediction rates. Let's see if that'll be 10 of 15 for one of them. All right, 2-1 in favor of Richter. I mean, I'm not too surprised to see it. Some people hoping for that Samus upset. But you never know. Somebody's going to walk away $20 richer tonight. Who's it going to be? Will it be off the back of Richter or off the back of Samus? Pingu went live right before me, actually, unless Pingu's going to go live again. Although, I think we've got a little bit of a Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers watch party coming up also soon. So, I'm not sure if he'll go live again. But, of course, I'll rate him if he does. Otherwise, of course, I'm always looking for a raid target, too, if you've got somebody in mind, Nemo. Alright, for all the marbles, $20. Predictions are closed. We've got Richter versus Samus in the finals. Who's going to win? Oh, we're on balloon fight. This could be bad. I mean, historically, from the Castlevania franchise, it has not fared well on this map. And Richter! Richter has to be extremely careful. Almost sucked into the water, but not quite. Richter actually taking a lot of early damage here. Items are beginning to spawn. This is Richter's strong point. Is he going to go for the assist trophy? No, he kicks Samus right into it. Samus still has the assist trophy. Is she going to be able to use it? Yes. Is it Midna? I couldn't see. It is Midna. This could be bad. This could throw Richter off the map. And it does. Samus up one stock early. Richter loses in the same fashion that Simon lost. And Samus, 2-stock victory. Richter no longer perfect. Wow. Unfortunately, a total blunder by Richter. The map did him no favors. Possibly prophesized in the past. And Samus walks away with the 2-stock. So many great matches from Samus in this particular tournament. Samus with the win. And that puts behind the 8-ball at 45 points to BP's 35. So 10 of 15 for behind the 8-ball. An extremely impressive performance. Two-thirds correct predictions and got the right sponsor. So congratulations to behind the 8-ball for that one. I will be in contact with you and I will get you your $20. Tricky night indeed. Very fun tournament though. But that's not it. We've got one more treat to hand out, of course. Actually, I'll leave it on this screen for the time being. Let me begin the raffle. We've got $5 to give out to one lucky viewer who has participated this whole time. And of course, I appreciate all of your prolonged attention and for participating. Defer and make next week even trickier? Okay. Wow, that is very generous of you behind the 8-ball. That means that next week we're going to have a $30 prize pool. That is the largest for SmashTourney, surpassing our last highest of 25. So, wow, that is extremely generous. Thank you behind the 8-ball. Much appreciated. Congratulations on your win. We'll make it a $30 prize pool next time. And in the meantime, let's see who's got $5, shall we? Consolation prize goes to Priao. Congratulations, Priao, winning that prize. Of course, that's 15 entries for you. So good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you all for being here. I'll end the tournament. Well, actually, let me take a look at the leaderboard real quick because I usually do that to give everybody a chance to see how they perform. So BP, behind the 8-ball, great performance. One of the strongest in recent memory, honestly. 45 points total of 50 possible. That is really strong. Only 5 predictions missed. Very impressive. But really strong performances from everybody else. T-Set worth calling out with 9 of 15. Two strong tournaments in a row. One of these days, T-Set's going to win. Mark my words. Good stuff. Good stuff. And you know what? Richter almost pulled it home for thermal pollution at the end, despite not being here, but it wasn't enough. We'll never know how thermal pollution would have done otherwise. But congratulations to everybody. Let me end this tournament and head to this finale screen. We'll wrap things up, shall we? Look at this nice prediction rate from behind the 8 ball. Started out not super strong, 1 for 4, and then turns it around really quickly. And look at that streak of great predictions at the end to crawl to a win. Good stuff. Congratulations. Very strong recovery performance, and of course, sponsoring Samus. Samus's first win of SmashTourney too. So good stuff. All right, well, there you have it. The black palette ends up on top. That's the answer to our question of orange palette versus black palette. And there's not too much more for me to say. I will be live on Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central for a tournament inspired by, well, actually, not inspired by, designed by Thermal Pollution, who won last Saturday's tournament. I will give you all your sneak peek preview. It is Anime and Sword Fighter tournament. So figure out who your favorite is. I'll post the bracket in my Discord on Saturday morning. Sponsorships will be open on Saturday morning. You guys can obviously head over, join my Discord, and then be notified when that bracket goes live, and you can make your sponsorships early. Hopefully I'll see you then. And then on next Tuesday, I'll have to do something special because we've got a $30 prize pool next Tuesday. That's crazy. That is our biggest yet, and I'm very excited about that. Thanks to Behind the 8 Ball for deferring, much appreciated. And thanks to everybody else for playing. Hopefully everybody had a happy Halloween, and everybody enjoys a treat or two. Nova Knight, SSB, thank you very much for the follow. You caught us right at the end. Hopefully you'll be around on Saturday and Tuesday for our next tournaments. All right. Does anybody have anybody that I should raid? Nemo, did you have anybody in mind? Does anybody have anybody in mind? Otherwise, I can pull somebody up on my Twitch. We'll say hi to somebody. You don't have to stick around, but maybe you can say hi at the very minimum. I could raid Hungry Box. I don't know if he has raids enabled. The Parvenator? Alright, let's do it. Raid the Parvenator. Alright. If people will defer for 6 weeks and then eventually a winner could get a AAA game. That's true. Somebody could get $60. You never know. Alright, we'll raid the Parvenator. Thanks for the suggestion. Say hi. And I'll catch you guys on Saturday. Much appreciated, guys. Happy Halloween.